There you go. Ooh, I got a proc stem. I don't know what those proc stems does. Moonspeed. Yeah, you get to choose a weapon. What weapon shall I use? I'm currently running around with a bow, so I have my entire shit made up around a bow.
Does it have the entire current or roster of weapons?
Remove it. Yes and no. The only weapons that technically doesn't exist are Insect Glaive and the axe that turns into a sword. No, wait. No, the sword that turns into an axe. I don't remember the...
Then, short blade. You're thinking of short blade. So then, great sword, I guess.
Yep. I can do great sword. I think. What do I actually have in the way of charge blade? Oh, the great sword, not charge blade. What the hell am I talking about? Great weapons, great sword. Because in Gravis Resources, you unlock 3 new weapons when you reach G rank. Tonfas, which is if you combine dual blades and insect glaive and remove the insect. Switch axe and magnum spike. Those are the 3 weapons. But I'm not in G rank yet, so well, you get the point. Do you want a greatsword? Sure, you're getting greatsword. I may need to run around and kill a few popos first, though. Or not popos, but yeah, the doctors. Because if I want to upgrade the bone blade, which is currently the only greatsword I have, I need the 2 small bones. So we can go ahead and do it. What do I actually have in rank 2, though? You know what? We are going to be murdering Raphaelosis until we get enough to make his sword. We're gonna murder him with a bow. Do you know how often I use a bow? Not a lot, let me tell you. Bows are not the weapon I usually tend to go for. I shouldn't say, you're a jack of all trades, aren't you? But a master of none.
Yes, yes, somewhat. I mean, I obviously, you know, we know what my main is.
The spear.
Longsword.
Good point.
Yeah, it's far from my favorite, but it's definitely what like, I perform the best with.
I'm not gonna argue with you there.
Yeah. It's one of those unfortunate things of you get really good with a weapon and then you don't really like how you play it, but you have to use it because it's how you get results.
Yeah, I know how it is.
Yeah, though I've had quite a lot of success with Greatsword on my secondary character.
That's nice.
Yeah, because you have in playthroughs used the weapons I use on my main, so I had to give weapons for my secondary, and a lot was knocked off since the second most used and third most used were Insect Glaive and Charge Blade, the 2 that aren't in. So it ended up being between Greatsword or Dual Blades.
That's reasonable. We got both small monster bones, so we won't upgrade that sword. The issue is that later I'm going to need to make an armor that's not gunning based.
Yeah.
And currently the character I made for this game, because you can make like a... Instead of making cats and dogs in this one, you can make one singular NPC that follows you around to upgrade their equipment like you would upgrade your own. I named her Sophia, and she's currently running around with dual blades. And if I'm not mistaken, I made her last episode, so... last time I streamed this. So she is not upgraded for 5 fucking cents. Luckily, I'm also running around with G rank companions in this one. This game has like Rastas, which is if you don't have access to like playing with other people, or not playing with other people. This was an online game, damn it. Have access to what's it called? Nobody wants to join your quests. You could use these guys. They are really bloody good early game, but yeah, once you start hitting supreme rank, which is just rank 5 and 6, they start to get outshine. Which is not the most fun, but it is what it is. I am not good with a bow. Get paralyzation on that shit. Rathalos, you dumb fuck, stay on the ground. So older gen Rathaloses usually tended to stay in the air. I mean, they have the title King of the Skies for a reason, you know? So it makes sense, really. But it's a pain in the ass when they are up there because I don't have a way to actually hit them. And I get one shot by him too. And that wasn't even a joke, I got one shot by him. I had full health and everything. One fireball to the face and I'm dead. That was not so fun, let me tell you. You playing race right now?
No.
Nope. And I'm just going to go out on a whim and say you're not playing Generations Ultimate.
No.
Nope. Because I know you don't play that game a lot.
So to be fair, this is something I'd probably be playing a lot less still, but...
Yeah.
Still have that.
Uh-oh. Fireball in the face again, but I'm not dead. I ain't dead this time. Uh-oh, this is not good. He's in the air. He is taking to the skies. Oh, that's glorious. You know what I managed to do? I managed to paralyze him while he was in the air, so he fell down on the ground, got up, and then got the animation for being paralyzed. That is just funny. Good, he's paralyzed. Or not paralyzed, poisoned. Have they revealed anything about the next update for Rise?
I mean, not really. It's only the it's only the image saying it's extra update showing the new version of Malsino.
Yeah.
And it honestly probably is only going to be that thing because they are adding it as an extra mini update.
That thing. What thing are you talking about?
Like the new master version is probably that's probably it. Maybe some extra armor or something like that.
I still hope I get I still hope I can get a Glavenus at some point. Or not the fucking Glavenus, what the hell am I talking about? Gravios.
Yeah. I 100% doubt that they're adding another, new monster that isn't, the Malsino variant.
Or a Black Dragon. Because essentially all games up to this point has had a Black Dragon. And do you want to know how many Black Dragons there are in the series? There are 3. Not a lot. And they mainly use 2 of them because the last one is for freedom. Oh fuck. For 3 ultimate, and that thing is kind of water based. And we definitely have water in Rise. I kind of hope they make a return into the swimming mechanics though. You have seen Rage Game playthrough 3, right?
No.
No, you have not seen the swimming mechanics yet.
I have for someone else.
Probably through my. I know you were with me last part of the stream.
Tom Fox.
Fair enough. Fair enough. There we go. Now let's try and put this fucker to sleep. Let's not get hit by a fucking fireball. Yeah, personally, I don't have an issue as long as I got a good controller for the swimming. And a Wii U, it's not too bad. Could be better, but could certainly as hell be a fuck worse. Like the 3DS version of 3. Let's just say that thing was really made as an afterthought. Considering it doesn't even have the online multiplayer part. Only locally. And I find a locally thing strange that they only have local. Oh dear God.
And yeah, it's probably just the
Malsino
thing in the next update because it says phones update June and it only says the variant monster and nothing else.
Fair enough. And isn't that supposed to be the last update as well?
Yep.
Fun. It's in one way sad, but also I'm kind of happy because that means I may be getting a better Monster Hunter game next game. That does not rely on bugs. At least these bugs are better. But still does not like them. I wonder. I wonder how many people that plays Rise actually like enjoys the wirebox. That's the word. Well, I can actually live with the bugs. The thing I can't live with is that there is no actual mounting in the game. I really do not enjoy what the fuck is it called? Wyvern riding?
Yep.
Yeah, I really do not enjoy that. I just rather you jump on the monster and you slash in the ass until it falls over. I much more prefer that. But I take it for you, you don't give a hoot about either way.
Correct.
It's just one way more I prefer over the other. And it's kind of funny, because the mounting was introduced in the fourth generation. So it's been part of 2 generations. But it feels like it's been part so much longer since it was integrated so well into the core gameplay. Which I find interesting. Since you use Twitter, have they really announced anything about the next Monster Hunter game or?
Nope.
Nope. So Monster Hunter 6 is just people's fucking speculations.
Yep.
Hey, as long as I get no bugs involved in the main mechanic, I'm happy. Where the... Rathalos, you dumb nut! Where the hell did you go? I've lost the Rathalos, and I don't know where he went. Did you fly in a fucking circle? Found him. I think he might have just flown in a circle. Who is that? There we go. Took me 14 minutes, but he's dead. Why? Oh. Oh, 2 tails. Nice. Oh, Firewire Marrow. Nice. Very nice. Loading Minnesota Port. It's great sword. Yep, we can make the Rathalos great sword, so let's go. Wait. Wait here a sodding second. That interesting. So the breastplate for a Velociprey is class neutral. Interesting. I'm pretty sure you know how these old games run with the Blade Master shit and everything. Which is a mechanic I actually prefer. I know a lot of people is just happy, probably happy that it is what we got in the later ones, but I like these old ones. And then we just make a high belt. So what shall we hunt for our first monster with this great sword? Wait, did I? Please don't tell me I equipped this as a... God. Good, I actually changed it. Can I just want to use hunt Gravioses? Considering I like his heavy ass armory. Where's Gravios? That's a Basarios. There. Wish me good luck on hunting a giant rock. Are you watching the stream or no?
No.
Nope. Just making sure. I need to bring whetstones, could be useful. Wait, how many whetstones do we have? Oof. We are down to 4 whetstones. That ain't going cut, chief. There we go. 16 whetstones or 20 whetstones should do it. Now. Let's get hunting. Oh, it is over here. Where the hell am I running? I'm running in the completely wrong direction. Wait, those things can explode? Interesting. I just learned something new about Old Gen. The rocks should appear on certain maps. If an enemy charges into them, the rocks explodes. I did not know that. Interesting mechanics. Oh, Macalator. Remind me, but is Ancient Shards still a thing in Rise? Or no?
Don't think so.
Or Rust Shards, as they're also known as. No. Because those were a thing in these older games. where you could essentially just mine up a weapon. Most of the times they weren't that good, but it was more fun. It was, speaking of them, it was more the novelty of actually getting them. Or they could actually on occasion be some of the best weapons in the game. I think the Great Sword is one of those weapons that if you manage to get the Ancient one, it's one of the best ones. But I never actually used the damn thing, so I would not know completely. There you are, you damn rock. Get over here, I have slashing to do with you. No, no, no. Damn it! He's wandering off again. Never mind, he's found us. The rock has found us. Get up. Oh yeah, I forgot. You bounce on this fucker hard if you don't manage to break his chest. I'm stuck. I'm stuck straight fucking underneath him. That ain't a good place to be. Wait, you dumb bastards. It's been a while since I actually hunted anything with a great sword. Usually my main weapons are hunting horn, gun lance, hammer, or heavy bowgun. I usually use one of them. And depending on what weapon I have accessible to me in higher ranks, I just go for that one without rolls for. On occasion, very rare occasion, I kind of like. I don't even like. It's not the word. I may try a new weapon, but it's not often I do it. But I have gained a new appreciation for the lance. It's an interesting weapon. I mean, in Monster Hunter 1, it was actually the best fucking weapon you could have. Because you could poke in every direction. It's just that I more or less just like the explosive part of the gun lens. So for me, it's more like, I prefer to use that one. Oh, this is a bad situation, man. Oh, dear God. No idea how I managed to survive that. So this Gravio shot a fire beam. And somehow I was in the middle of animation of healing. And the beam was essentially just on me. And somehow yet I managed to do a Superman dive to avoid the damage. I don't know how the hell I managed to do it, but I did it. And now my laptop needs to be charged. Great. and I look away for 2 seconds and I'm dead. That's how this shit works, ain't it? Look away for 2 seconds and I'm dead.
Jesus alive? Yes, they are.
Who's alive?
My Digimon.
Oh yes. They are still their perfect ultimate levels.
Yeah, they're both still super ultimate. I'm just waiting for them to die now.
Yeah, they can't even take a shit in that level, can they?
They can.
They can't do so you can't even get it to Digivolve.
Nope.
Or no? Interesting.
It's only in the World 1, the video game, where that has made them evolve.
Ah.
In the VPS, getting too much shit on the screen just meant a car mistake.
And if you get 3 camera mistakes, it's game over.
Nope. If you get 20 car mistakes, they die.
Interesting.
And if they evolve, that goes down back to 0.
Okay, so it's okay, interesting.
And shitting on the newer devices isn't a car mistake. However, having too much shit gets them sick, and getting them sick is a car mistake.
Okay, that's just kind of strange to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yes, you can get them sick 2 ways. Either their weight reaches maximum, or you leave them with 4 shits on the screen for too long.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah, so they can die by 3 ways. Either 20 sicknesses, 20 injuries, or 20 generic car mistakes, like not feeding it when it's hungry, not training it when it's too weak, or not putting it to sleep on time.
Interesting.
And then, once that has passed, it's evolution timer, and therefore either evolved or missed evolution. With missed evolution, then after if it misses its evolution, it will then go down. So instead of requiring 20 of either of them, it will instead be, I think, just 5.
Interesting.
Yeah. Or if they reach super ultimate, then you have to live for 48 hours. And after 48 hours, it becomes like
They
that.
die.
No, they just die a lot easier. And they get hungrier and weaker faster, so you need to train and feed them more often.
Interesting, interesting.
Yeah, so I've currently got my 2 devices muted.
Yeah, I haven't been hearing the beep.
Yeah, it's basically so, because I always have access to them, it's gonna be really hard for them to die, so I can basically always just immediately hear that they need something and therefore take care of them. So they probably won't die unless I actually mute like this, so I don't hear them beeping when they need something.
I mean, you could just do like Yay did and just ignore it.
Yeah, but it just makes me feel bad.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
See, I'm like, I can check on Barbie since their age is the same now. Yeah, they're both 16 years, so 16 days old.
So has it been 16 days since you got it?
Longer.
Not since you got them, has it?
It has. I know I had my first one at least frozen, so the other one could catch up. So it's been maybe 16 or 17 days since I got the second one, and I had the first one maybe 4 days prior.
Yeah, I know you got. I know you got the first one by the time you got the sad news. You know what news I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got this first one on the 28th.
And it's been 17 days. It feels like I got them last week, okay?
So I'm just waiting for them to die so they can reincarnate and I can make them go down different paths.
You can make them digivolve into shoes.
I mean, I'm obviously going to go for more of the Demon Lords, and I'm just trying to decide which ones I want this time.
Just get 7 of them and make them all into 7 different Demon Lords, and voila, I got all of them. I know you
I can
wanna.
Not really. That would be way too time consuming. And
You'll be-
confusing with the devices.
You'll be running a fucking daycare at that point.
I'm gonna have it hellish enough when I decide to start getting the version 20s.
Reasonable.
Yeah, because to get their unique Digimon, or well, version exclusive, whatever you want to call it, onto those specific ones, you need to connect your device to 5 different outer version 20s.
Lovely.
Which means I need to buy 6 version 20s.
No, only 4. So I can buy 1.
That will still bring me down to 5. Yes, remember, I need to connect 1 to 5 others, so I need 5 plus 1.
Does it have to be the same? How many different versions 1s are there, or 20s are there?
There are 5 different version 20s.
So for all, I could get like 2 and you could get the other 3.
Yeah, and then 1 extra so it can connect to a 5th.
Yeah, good point. Oh yeah.
However, I do intend, like from the beginning, I had intended to get all of the 5 that had the version exclusive. So you just need to get 1 duplicate.
Fair enough, fair enough. Or I buy 1.
Yeah.
It's your result.
But I'll probably get the duplicate and just pass it onto to my sister or something.
Here, have this random digital baby. You're now in charge of it.
I have this Digimon.
Have this not Veep, but what's that Tamagotchi thing? Because that's essentially what they are.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, like there's only 1 unique egg per version exclusive, so there are technically then 5 unique Digivolution lines you can get. However, those are really boring, since they only go in a single straight line, so you always know who you're going to evolve into.
That's no fun.
Exactly. That's why I love the Digital Monster XS. Because if on the version 20Fs, let's say you get because the version 20Fs is a device that comes with the eggs from the original VPES, so the original version 1 through version 5.
Okay.
So let's say you get, so let's say you want to raise the version 1 egg on it, which you can obviously. You then have a total of 3 perfect levels, and which each has 1 ultimate that each can go into.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Yeah, they are really boring, because as soon as you get to champion stage, you can then evolve into 1 perfect and into 1 ultimate. That's it.
That's no fun.
Yeah, whereas the Digital Monster X, okay, you got this champion, well, you can get all of these different perfect levels.
That's
That's
fun.
why I find these so much more fun.
I bet. I don't blame you.
Plus, you actually need to unlock your evolutions as well by playing through the quest mode. So whenever you beat a Digimon that's on your device and you don't have it unlocked as a boss, you then unlock it as a possible evolution.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you start with a small roster that's easy enough to handle, and it balloons into this huge roster in the end.
That's always fun.
Yep. Like I said, the Digital Monster XS are easily the best devices available in English.
Yes, but quote in English.
Yeah, because Oscar getting the Pendulum version 20F is basically not happening.
Oh, it's happening once I become a millionaire. Then I'm buying you 5 of them. I become a millionaire simply so I can buy you like 5 Japanese exclusive fucking V-Pets.
Yeah, because the unfortunate thing with the Pendulum version 20F is that A, it was scalped to all hell, so they are incredibly expensive to buy now.
Lovely.
And just like the original Pendulum, they are Japanese exclusive, because even the normal version 20Fs and Digital Monster XS in Japan are scalped to all hell, whereas the English versions are incredibly cheap.
That is strange.
Yeah, it's just because, you know, in Japan, the V-Pets were largely, you know, only released in Japan. The only V-Pet that was released outside of Japan was the original line and only version 1 through version 3, I believe.
Ah,
So, which is why, you know, the version 20 was released outside of Japan because nostalgia things. Whereas the Pendulum version 20 probably wasn't because the Pendulum wasn't released outside of Japan.
reasonable, reasonable.
And then the X was an entirely new line, which is why I guess that they released it outside of Japan as well.
Yeah. Try in the waters again.
But hey, that's how, and hopefully we'll get the X version 3 this year.
You could always hope.
Yeah. It's the thing we probably should have had it last year if it wasn't for the version 2 having a factory error.
Always good factory errors.
Yeah, because the shells had swapped chipsets in them.
Oh, yeah, that's an issue, yes.
Yeah, so when you bought the box, it would show you like the rookie stage, you know, the most like version exclusive, most recognizable rookie stage, as well as 2 of the version exclusive megas that were on it. However, because of the mistake, it showed you what was on the other device.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, so because the version 2 was released in 2 colors, the original colors, gold, red, and silver, purple, those were entirely recalled and fixed because those were colors in Japan, so they had a precedence for what was on them.
Yep.
However, for the gold and gray and the navy and silver, the 2 I have, they just kept the Square Web roster and instead changed the packaging.
Which is easier to do.
Yeah, because unlike the other color, which already was the same color in Japan, so people who knew about them would already have a, you know, inkling of what the versus exclusive should be. They had to fix that. Whereas with these ones, since they weren't entirely new, they could just change it like this.
Well, hey, if it works, it works.
Yep. Hey, the devices are cool enough. They're fun to use.
Yeah. At some point I will buy one, but it's not like high on my priority list.
Yeah, no.
Currently my highest priority is just save money for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Considering I've been going on a bit of a collecting spree lately. 3 Castlevanias on the DS, Dragon Quest, managing to get my hands on some of the rare fucking games.
Yep.
The issue is when you find a rare game and it's cheap, you just want it.
Yeah, I mean, part of the reason why I made sure to get the X version 2s is that they are technically not released outside of the US at the moment, so
Interesting.
so the 2 I have are technically imports.
Oh dear lordy. That's no good. That's interesting to know. Interesting.
And I mean, for once, I managed a good fitting evolution line.
Yeah?
The Otamamon X to Seadramon X to Mega Seadramon X to Giga Seadramon up to Leviamon X. It stayed entirely aquatic.
Nice. Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. The other one though, going from the Quagamon X, Okuamon X, Grandis Quagamon, and then into Barbamon made less sense.
That it does. You should have made him into bug one.
Yeah, he went from bug to sorcerer.
He's a sorcerer bug.
But there wasn't any, like, if I wanted a different Super Ultimate for him, I would have needed to actually venture quite a bit further into quest mode, and I was just like, nah, I'll just take Barbamon here.
Fair enough. Sounds reasonable for the first time if you get a point.
Yep. Whereas for the other one, I needed it to clear the area SP to unlock Leviamon as an option.
Ah.
Which was quite a trial. and I ended up basically just taking the sheep way through it.
Hey, as long as it
Because,
works.
Yeah, because in quest mode you also get items whenever you clear quest,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them just lets you skip to the boss of an area, skipping all of the encounters before it. So I just use those to only fight the boss of area SP.
Ah,
However, I did make sure that I at least got to the final enemy, maybe before the boss, before I resorted to that.
sounds like a good idea if you ask me.
Yeah, because obviously I didn't want to risk getting on Digimon injured too many times and having him dying prematurely.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Ooh, the sunset.
Then I need to start planning the next lines for them.
It will evolve into that.
I mean, I've still got 5 Demon Lords left.
Yeah, you and your obsession with the demon lords.
I mean, they are basically the only super ultimates on the device.
I don't blame you. I find it interesting.
Hey, whenever they do release the version 3, I'll be able to get at least 2 of the Archangels.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah, so there are 4 super ultimate that aren't the Demon Lords.
yeah.
Diaboromon X,
Mm-hmm.
Rasenmon,
Yes.
let's see, Ancient Sphinxmon,
Ah, good old ancient Sphinx one.
and the Darkness Baggermon.
Hmm.
So yeah, basically all but one of the Digimon are all, evil themed Digimon.
Yeah. It's an interesting
The
thing,
only
though.
one, yeah. Yep, the only one breaking the mold being a Rasenmon.
Yeah. Where the heck is that thing?
Yeah, man, he's one of those of you who have a merged spirit form.
Hmm.
Raihimon. Well, I do believe all of the quote-unquote good spirit versions got a merge, at least outside of the show.
Sounds about right.
Which leads us to the incredibly funny merged spirit of Ice, Daipenmon.
Send me a picture of that bloody fucker.
Yeah,
That one just
I'm
sounds
going to.
ridiculous.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it sounds like it, so it's gotta fucking be ridiculous. And some hot drinks.
Because you remember what the human and the beast spirit of Ice were like, right?
A teddy bear and I don't remember what that one is.
Abominable snowman / Wendigo like.
Nope. Give me a moment. What's is it? Teddymon? Let's hope I get. Now that's Monsmon. Fuck is this snowfucker called?
Yeah, I don't remember. I know its English name is Kumamon.
That's probably why. Vikimon is what I require. Just let me look up the other one. I needed to look legendary spirits. Bada bing, bada bong. Then we have Shakumon. Yeah, I don't remember Blizzardmon.
Yeah, and I've sent you Daipenmon.
Yeah, and I found them on here too.
Yeah.
I have suppressed that memory. There was a big reason to why. I like most of the human spirit forms. Those are interesting. Daipenmon does not count. He does not exist.
No, and he isn't a human form. He's a hybrid.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Fusion form rather is probably, or I like human and beast form for most of them. Except the villains aren't that interesting. Hell, one of them is just a man in a metal suit that's mirror based.
Yep.
And the other one is just balls. A lot of balls. It's not that one ain't as fun. I mean, none of the villains are really that interesting. The darkness ones are probably the most interesting ones of them.
Yep.
Of the villains, but out of the man or quote unquote heroes, I like most of them. Sure, I ain't a big fan of like Shackmon, but yeah. He is what he is. It's a fucking teddy bear with a cannon.
Yeah.
But I do really like the Ancient Beetlemon line. The only one that's kind of strange to me is Rhinoceros. That's the only one of those lines that's a bit strange, but it fits for what it is. And the less said about Daphremon, the better. Because I have nothing to say against that thing. It actually reminds me of just a Mega Man villain.
Oh god, I need to show you a picture I took while I was out shopping before as well.
Oh, did you finally go into the Belmont Clinic?
Nope. But you need to understand. This is a thing I've seen in the like good corner store close to me for like years now.
Is it a fucking sword?
Yeah.
That ain't right. Something is very wrong.
I am fully aware. I was half tempted to buy it.
I don't blame you.
Like, why is Omnimon there?
Nobody knows, but he exists.
Like, it's obviously a bootleg Omnimon toy, but they actually used Omnimon on the picture. Like,
No, they
that's
didn't.
not smart.
They changed the colors. It's not on the one. If anything, that's just funny.
Yeah, like I've seen that thing there for at least 2 years now.
Buy it.
Someday, probably.
I think you can spend like $5 on it. I don't expect it to be any more expensive than $5, to be honest with you.
No, it says on the thing, up in the top right corner of it, it's £4.
Do you know how fucking difficult it is to see that?
Mm.
Also, I didn't even notice it, to be honest with you. Also, it's mainly as difficult if I don't open it in a web browser and look at it that way. That's actually something I need to do once I visit you down there. So I'm gonna learn that the CX, they carry essentially the entire fucking series of MacGyver. I need to buy the season 3 through 7. And they are around $5 or £5. So they are really bloody fucking cheap.
Yep.
It's the issue is just I need to get down there. That's the main issue. I need to get down there. But probably what I'm gonna do in the end is... Do you have to pay them once you place an order? Or can you pay it once you get the item?
as you place the order.
God damn. Otherwise, I will probably have just asked you to place the order, and then once I get over there, I pay. If you get how I'm thinking.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, we could still do it. I just need to pay him beforehand. And then let's open the rice before I have to go back home.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I need to leave your money to send them.
Yeah.
Or we used to do the most easy way. I mail it to myself. You show me where the thing I compose things are, and then I will just mail it to me.
Yeah, I mean, if you use other carriers than just Royal Mail, like something like Every or UPS or something like that, then the place where I showed you the Omnimon toy, they have a drop-off point.
Interesting. Hello, Frey here. Welcome. It's interesting. I still wish I had a way to actually send you money though, so I could have you buy stuff off from CX off. Yeah, you get where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. Playing some Frontier and chatting with my buddy about random shenanigans. There is no other way to explain that. Random shenanigans. But fun random shenanigans. I mean, technically I could just do a bank transfer, can't I? Put just money down to you.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe at some point. Maybe at some point we need to figure that out. Makes it a hell of a lot easier for me to get some of the rarer games that's cheaper down there. Like Dragon Quest 5. It's not much cheaper, but it's cheaper. But how are you doing, Freyr? How are you doing? Oh no, my phone needs to be charged. That's good to hear. Good to hear that. Ooh, I found a stone in the side of a corpse. Ooh, decaying dragon scales. Nice. Is there anything actually up here? Wait, there is something. Interesting.
I always forget he's a mixed attacker.
What?
I will cyber sleuth up. I also get Levimon isn't a pure physical attacker. He's actually got a good intellect stat, so he can actually be a mage if you want.
Interesting.
Yeah, he just really doesn't strike me as a magic user.
I don't blame you. You said Levimon, right?
Yeah, Levimon. The
Leviathan. I know. I was making sure I heard it correctly, so you didn't say like Barbon. That fucking makes sense.
Yeah, I believe he is pure mage build. Don't know. I don't actually have him on here yet.
Need to try. I kind of want to get those games on the Switch, but then again, that would require me restarting.
Yeah, honestly though, 100%. The Switch version is easily the best version.
It's handheld for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I mean the Vita version were that as well. However, it actually gives the first game, the second game's roster, adding all the new Digimon.
Ooh, does that mean I can just do the entire game with Slayer Dramon?
Yes, he is in the first game.
Fuck yes!
In this version.
I like Slayer Dramon.
Yep. Plus, they don't lock the Royal Knights until basically post-game, so you can use them for the story as well.
Fuck yeah.
The
I can get
things that
Hexamon.
are locked. Yep, the only ones that are locked are like the very few armor evolutions that are in the game. You still need to get the Digimentals for.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, they have that, and if you want to use Arcadiamon, you need to have beaten Hacker's Memory.
Sounds reasonable as well.
But yeah, outside of that, then basically every other Digimon is available from the start.
Fuck yeah.
The only thing that might limit you is the memory. But hey,
That's been there since the other one too.
exactly. That's the only limitation in the end.
Yeah.
And of course, actually grinding up the levels.
Yeah, but that comes with the fucking territory.
Yeah, I mean, I'm checking what chapter I'm in because I'm currently in the chapter where it becomes very easy to grind.
You're in the shaft where she turns into a car?
No.
Damn.
Chapter 13.
Ah.
Yeah, because in here, in this chapter, you basically have enough memory and enough good areas to grind, to be able to grind up a party really quickly.
Sounds reasonable. Sounds reasonable.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna check my party memory at the moment. Yeah, my memory at the moment is 110, so that's more than enough to keep 3 platinum Numemons as well as a few extra below mega level.
Yeah, sounds reasonable. But I'm happy that I can fucking play through the entire game with Slayer Drummel.
Yep.
He combines 2 of my favorite aspects. Dragons and knights.
Yep.
Which is rather hilarious if you ask me.
That's the wrong thing.
Oh, I don't know, Curve.
Slayer Dramon. I know I have you somewhere here. Here you are.
Yep.
No. I went one step too far. There he is. Yeah, he can evolve from Winged Dramon, Savior Hackmon, and Rice Greymon.
Rice. I know on the PS4 version I went the actual line from Dracomon into Blue Dracomon, or whatever the fuck his evolution is called.
Quadramon.
Thank you. Into Wing Dramon, into, well, he hasn't evolved yet, so.
Yep. Yeah, that's probably the best line for him to get him appropriate skills. Though he, like everyone else, should at least be a Tyrannomon for a few levels.
Good point.
To get them acceleration boost and make them OP.
Always fun.
Yeah, I'm honestly gonna try and do what I did in my first playthrough and beat the unbeatable boss.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, because when you fight Examon for the first time, it's supposed to be an impossible battle where you deal way too little damage, and you're basically struggling for a few turns until the game forces you to leave.
Mm-hmm.
But my first time, I did one attack and the game ended the battle because I did too much damage.
Oh, dear God.
The game was just like, wait, no, this is supposed to be an unbeatable battle. We need to stop this before it kills the unkillable boss.
He's going to kill it!
Yeah,
All right.
one of those moments where I was like, oh, I wasn't supposed to do that.
You're like that broken anime protagonist.
Yeah, except I only used a single Lilithmon.
No, for fuck's sake, seriously?
Yeah, her special move is insanely busted.
I hear that.
Yeah, because, oh god, no, skills, Phantom Pain. Intelligence, piercing, extra strong dark attack to one foe. So, oh yeah, this is, they updated how piercing deals damage in this version compared to the original, because it was too busted in the original.
I wonder why.
Yeah, so in the original, she dealt her intelligence ×2.
Thank you for the lurk, Frehy. I'm sorry, my brain is having a temper tantrum. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to here to check where is she in this thing.
I don't know.
There. Okay, so her intelligence at level 99 is 287.
Mm-hmm.
Add the 100 plus you could get from training. That's 287.
Yeah.
Let's check how many equipment slots she has.
A
So
few.
287. She has 2, so let's say extra. So 287.
Times 47 becomes a
Yeah,
something.
337 plus, and then 337 doubled is like 674 plus again that taking into account that he's a data type which he was virus, so she doubled that again.
Oh, dear God.
So yeah, and you know, normally that wouldn't have been too bad because the opponent would have had their own magic defense. However, the skill just ignores the opponent's magic defense, so thus using acceleration boost meant it even doubled that. So it was like 3,000 damage in one turn.
Oh, dear God. You know there's something known as overkill, right?
Yeah, I know. And
But,
I still got completely destroyed by a super process.
Same. That reminds me of a certain other thing you did once back in the day. Birth by sleep.
Yep.
Good old birth by sleep and your level grinding to max level in World 1 or something. Would that just turn the entire game into a cheesecake for you?
I mean, I was playing on normal or easy at the time at the moment anyway, so it
Yeah.
really didn't matter.
Fair enough, fair enough. But you get the point.
Yep.
Ooh, a Velocodrome head. Fuck yeah. This way. Do not need...
Huh.
What did you find?
It's the thing inside was still for one of your island Digimon sends you a question. It's asking me which Digimon uses a special move unidentified. Oh, the Veidmon. I didn't read the unidentified part of the name of the attack, and because it was unidentified flying kiss, and so I just read the last part and was just like, well, I know it's not Lady Devimon. I know her move. So it was either Frigimon or Veidmon. So I was going to think, oh, who could it be? And then I read unidentified, like UFO.
Yep. Unidentified flying object.
Yeah. So as soon as I read unidentified, I was just like, Veidmon. Duh.
Good old Veidmon. Weird. Isn't Veidmon a possible Digivolution in World 1? Or am I...
Yep.
Yes, I thought so.
Yep. He's one of the easier ones to get to in World 1. To be honest, the only perfect level I got as a kid.
I don't blame you. I mean, would we ever get around to like record that game? Shall we use a guide for evolutions or shall we use Drumble to get?
Guide.
Can we do the guide around halfway of point of the game?
Yeah, like the first Digimon will do norm. We'll just do what we get, and then from then on, once we have gotten a bit more use out of the first one, then we'll start with guides so we can actually get something accomplished.
Yeah, sounds reasonable. Because starting with, I think starting with a guide directly from the get-go is kind of not fun. Okay, I'm only missing the shoes.
Huh. Apparently I have a Rice Greymon on my farm as a builder.
What's he building? Cannons?
My build team is incredibly weird.
I've noticed you have a Rice Greymon.
Yeah, we have a Rice Greymon, a Nanimon.
The cannon? Or not the cannon, the little old ball man.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we have an Ardramon.
Okay, he at least makes sense if you need to get shit up.
Yeah, an Undermon.
Still somewhat, yes.
A Suba Eagermon.
Who?
He was the Digimon made for the 20th anniversary.
Send me picture.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have no
Where's my phone?
fucking idea who he is.
Yeah, no, his line, like the only major thing his line has been Cyber Sleuth.
Yeah, that's. I might know him once I see him, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't see. Okay, it's the champion level. Okay,
You know, you could use
Like-
Japanese names. I know you prefer to use those.
yeah, I was just like I didn't even know what level he was. I was just like, is he the champion or perfect? And then I looked on the screen and it said champion.
So, did they actually fix the translation errors in Hack's memory on the that thing?
Nope.
It's still Fubar.
Yeah. So to be honest, they probably kept it like that on purpose.
Probably, but it's still dumb.
Yeah, like they make a reference to it in a hacker's memory.
What's the reference? Everybody talking like shit?
No, it's Arata at one point referring to an eater as a Bakemon. Even though that no one else does it in the game at any other point. Meaning it has to have been a reference to the bad translation for the first one at that point.
Either that or it was just a bad or they forgot to translate it into something else.
Yeah, but since it's only at one point and it's a character from the first game, yeah, they're probably just poking fun at themselves.
Probably. The goddamn ghost Digimon.
And yeah, you got a picture of Suba Eagermon.
I'm currently hunting a boar. I don't know where that boar is.
Like Suba Eagermon is a part of the two Digimon that make up the Legend Arms.
Oh wait, is it a sword or a shield?
It's the Sword's champion form.
Didn't that look like a fucking saber or something?
Yeah, basically.
I remember it now.
Sword Dog.
Sort of. See, Sif if you take it literally.
Suba Eagermon, yeah. So I have him working there. I have a Starmon.
I know Starmon.
He makes sort of sense as a builder, I guess. I have a Mudfridgemon.
Hey, he makes mud houses.
Yep. I have a Ginrymon.
That name sounds familiar.
He's his pre-evolution Ryudamon has the same marking on his head as Stormon, since they're both prototype Digimons.
Did you say as Doramon or
Yeah, you know the red thing on Dormon's forehead.
the crystal? Yes.
Yeah, he also has it. It's the mark of being a prototype Digimon.
Interesting.
So yeah, basically, as Dormon becomes Alphamon, he becomes Oriomon, and then they can jog to become Alphamon or Orioken mode, where he basically becomes Alphamon's weapon, and then Alphamon gains wings.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And my final two on the farm are Kurasarimon, Diabormon's champion, and Flamedramon.
Ah, I know Flavor One.
Yeah, so that's my entire build team.
Dear God. Where the fuck is this boar?
And then, of course, I have a second and third farm where I basically just throw in Digimon to gain them levels while I'm doing other stuff.
Reasonable.
Yeah. There I have a Mega Kabuterimon,
Yep.
a Okuwamon,
Uh-huh.
a Lady Devimon,
I know her.
a Anjumon,
Know her too.
a Wergarurumon Black,
I know him too. He's like your room with black.
a Sanglupmon,
No idea.
a Vampire Wolf.
Okay. Still no idea, but
Yeah.
sounds good.
Yep. Then I have a Rosemon,
I know her.
and as the previous mentioned Oriomon.
That damn thing.
Yeah, who's basically there to be. I think Yeah, I think this is one I have here, who's basically meant to help me get the Alphamon Orioken mode.
Sounds about right.
Yep. And then on the third farm, I have a Kusuhamon, who I'm basically just having be Kusuhamon to learn skills before making her Sakuyamon.
Reasonable, reasonable.
Yep. I have a Dorugoramon, Dorumon's other mega.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah. He's basically, instead of becoming a knight, he's just more draconic.
Okay. He's a Dragon Knight.
No, he
There!
just draconic.
Found the pig.
Then I have a Groundermon.
I sadly do know that thing all too well.
I have a Lilamon.
Isn't that one of Rosemont's ultimates?
Yeah, it's the one you see in Data Squad.
Ah. Wait,
And then
I thought it was
Growlmon.
Rosemont they used in Lila. Oh wait, Lilamon is a Sunflower Mon, it ain't.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, but now.
Yeah, and then I have a Growlmon, who I'm training up to become a Megidramon.
Yep.
I have a Cannon Beamon.
Do you know him?
Yeah. I have a Cyberdermon.
Not entirely sure.
Rio's partner in Tamers.
The only thing I think of when I hear that is just Justimon.
Yeah, so Cyberdermon is the guy who becomes Justimon.
Thank you, Crimson. Good old
I
Frontier.
have a Wingdramon as well. Yeah, and obviously, obviously you should be able to figure out what the Groundmon and Wingdramon are there for.
Yeah, I do know him. And I do love him. I used to hate the fucking Groundramon part. Hey, you know I hate that part of the line.
But for me, it's the part I prefer a bit.
Yeah, I prefer the other end.
Yeah, though for me, it's basically then just staying at Breakdramon.
And I prefer my Windramon or Sadramon. Remember to Armor Plus.
Level up Cyberdragon 4.
I did not know that. Thank you, Crimson. But yeah, you're sadly in the... You arrived at the end of the stream because I actually do need to finish off the rest of my pre-going to bed shit, which is to start up the washing machine and so on. I don't know. But I will probably be back with more Frontier tomorrow. Just gonna see. Yep. Continue.
I was just looking at Cyberdemon's evolutions and being bewildered at not knowing who the middle one is.
Yeah? Did you figure it out?
No, the top is a Justimon. I've already counted one such as his name. I recognize the silhouette on the bottom as Gankumon. I got no idea who's in the middle. I'm gonna look it up.
That's just one.
Cyber.
22. No, wait, I don't need to actually sleep in this game. But I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay, except evolves into. Oh, it's Titamon. Okay.
Thanks everyone for stopping by, and I shall see you all tomorrow, probably.